This is number 37. So this is a loop, nested loop with a string. So string stir is treble. Let's figure out the length of the string. So let's do that. So if I did stir.length, treble is how many characters? Let's start the count at 1 for length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 letters. Or if you want, some people like to find the length by just doing like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that they know that the length is one more than the last position. And just remember, the last letter of a string and an array is always length minus 1. So, it looks like X is going to stand for our positions. So we start at length minus 1. If you really want to calculate it out, length minus 1 is just 6 minus 1. Let me write that better. 6 minus 1, which is 5. So really we're starting at char at 5 if you care. But this is just the last letter. You kind of had an idea. So X, so let's look at this one. Q is going to start at X, which is 5, and it's going to go till 2. So this is really 5 to 2, because X is 5. And it's going to minus by 1 every time. So what's going to happen? Well, it's going to print out char at 5. Char at 5 is just the character at 5, which is just the letter E. So my output is going to be E. If I keep minusing, it will then print out char at 4, which is L. Keeps minusing, it prints out char at 3, which is B. Keep minusing, prints out char at 2, which is the other E. So basically all it's doing is it's just printing out the characters from index 5 to index 2. And that's what it's doing. Next we do print line, so we just go to the next line now. X minus, now X is 4. So we, let me actually label this a little bit better. X, remember, X started as 5. Now it is 4. So when we go into the inner loop, Q starts at X, which is 4. So X is now, Q starts at 4 and goes till 2. So this goes 4 to 2. So this time, we're just picking out the letters from 4 to 2. That's just, well, L, B, E. L, B, E. We X minus, now it's 3. Still not greater than or equal to 0 yet. So now Q is going to go from X, which is 3, and it's going to go till 2. So now we're just doing characters 3 and 2, which is BE. X minus is 2. So now we're going to go from Q is X, which is 2 to 2. That's really just one letter. It's item at position 2, which is E. And then X minus is 1. Now it goes 1 to 2. But actually it goes, remember, we're going backwards because it's greater than or equal to 2. So kind of goes 1 to 2, but backwards. So this doesn't really do anything because you can't go from 1 to 2 backwards. So really nothing happens here. X minus is 0. This is going to go from 0 to 2, but backwards. Backwards. That's, hopefully you can kind of read that. And nothing happens there. So really your output just ends up being, let me redo that. There we go. Your output ends up being just this stuff. And that's all for number 37.